Let me tell you about Kayla. She's 24, smart, driven, the kind of person who always has a plan. She wakes up early, works overtime, keeps her apartment tidy, and never misses a deadline. From the outside, she looks like she's winning. But inside, she's exhausted. She hasn't really laughed in months. She cancels plans just to lie in bed and scroll. She's constantly anxious, overly critical of herself. And honestly, she doesn't even know who she's trying to impress anymore. One night, while doom scrolling, she reads a question. What if the habits you think are helping you are actually hurting you? She stops, blinks, and starts to cry. That's what this video is about. We're unpacking 7 normal habits that might secretly be self-harm in disguise. They're praised by society, justified by logic, but they're quietly eating away at our self-worth, our energy, and our joy. Let's start with the one that looks the most productive. You ever hear someone say, "I'll rest when I'm dead"? Yeah, they might be closer than they think. Working hard is great, but when your worth is tied to productivity, that's not ambition, that's avoidance. Kayla skips lunch, powers through migraines, and tells herself she's just being responsible. But truthfully, she's afraid of sitting still, because then the self-doubt creeps in. Science insight. Overworking floods your body with cortisol, your stress hormone. According to the American Institute of Stress, chronic stress impairs sleep, weakens immunity, and increases your risk of heart disease and depression. Ask yourself, are you working to build your life or to escape it? Vibes only, no bad days. Just smile through it. Sound familiar? This kind of positivity can be just as harmful as negativity because it shuts down real emotion. When Kayla's best friend ghosted her, she told herself, "It's fine. I'm fine. Everything happens for a reason." She never gave herself permission to feel hurt, so that pain just sat there. Science insight. Studies from Stanford show that emotional suppression leads to greater stress, anxiety, and even physical illness. Feeling bad isn't a failure. It's part of being human. Truth, you're allowed to feel the full range of your emotions. That's not weakness, that's health. You ever miss a goal and think, "Ugh, I'm so lazy, I always screw up." And you convince yourself that this is tough love, that this is how you stay accountable. But let's flip it. If a friend said, "I feel like a failure," would you yell at them? Or would you remind them of their effort, their growth, their heart? Then why are you different? Science insight. Dr. Kristen Neff's work on self-compassion shows it actually increases motivation, more than self-criticism. Beating yourself up doesn't build resilience, it builds shame. Try this, replace. "I'm such a mess" with "I'm having a rough day, and that's okay." Watch your nervous system exhale. Let's talk about the infinite scroll. Why is silence so uncomfortable? Because stillness brings up everything we've buried. So we drown it out with podcasts, music, YouTube, TikTok, back-to-back Netflix binges. Kayla can't fall asleep without something playing. Not because she loves sound, but because she's scared of her thoughts. Science insight. A 2022 study in the Journal of Behavioral Addictions found that excessive screen time correlates with emotional avoidance and reduced self-awareness. Reality check, you don't need to cut it all off, but spend 5 minutes a day doing nothing. Just sit, no phone, no background noise. Notice what comes up. That's the part of you asking to be heard. Perfectionism isn't high standards, it's fear of not being enough. Kayla rewrites emails 6 times. She avoids starting projects unless she's absolutely sure she'll succeed. Her apartment is spotless, but her brain is chaos. And here's the kicker. Perfectionism doesn't protect you from failure. It just guarantees chronic stress. Science insight. According to Brené Brown, perfectionism is a defensive move. It's not self-improvement. It's fear in a glittery outfit. Truth, done is better than perfect. Human is better than flawless. Kayla says yes to every request, helps everyone, listens to everyone, comforts everyone, and yet no one checks on her. People pleasing looks kind, but when it costs you your peace, your time, and your identity, it's self-harm in a smiley disguise. Science insight. A study from the University of Berkeley found that chronic people pleasers experience higher levels of anxiety and exhaustion. Reminder: saying no isn't rude, it's a form of self-respect. We celebrate independence. We say, I got it, I don't need help, I'll figure it out. But guess what? Loneliness is just emotional starvation. Kayla cries alone. She journals, but never opens up. She's convinced vulnerability is weakness, even though it's the exact thing she craves. Science insight. The longest running study on happiness, Harvard, 85 plus years, found that close, meaningful relationship, not money, not success, are the #1 predictor of lifelong happiness. You don't have to tell everyone everything, but tell someone something. Connection is medicine. Let's bring it full circle. What if working yourself to exhaustion, smiling through pain, beating yourself up, staying constantly distracted, chasing perfection, pleasing everyone, and doing it all alone? Oh, aren't just habits? What if they're slow, quiet forms of self-harm? Not the kind that leaves cuts, but the kind that leaves you empty. You don't need to fix it all overnight. You just need to start seeing it. Because when you name it, you can change it. Like this video if it helped you see something in yourself. Subscribe if you want more content that's real, not just feel good. And maybe send this to someone who needs to